What's up, guys? Let me refresh. Let me make sure we're set. Also, let me know if you can hear me because I want to make sure the mic, it was acting a little weird. So I want to make sure you can hear me and we are set for the show. So it looks like video, everything's good there. No lag, nothing. We had some people waiting now. It looks like they're coming in and a lot of stuff to talk about today. We're going to talk about sales, eBay glitches, what's going on with that. I have an update on those Jason Kidd shoes that I got, and at least I showed you guys on last Saturday, that live show. And we're going to go through all the stores, DD's Discounts, Marshalls, Burlington, Nike Outlet, and of course, Ross for the entire month, some of the trends, and then what we can look forward to for next, not only next week, but next month already. Coming up quick, July, and then the 4th of July weekend should have some pretty good sales. So let's see who's here. They say they can hear me, so that's good. Zombrie's nice haircut. Appreciate that. Matt Stees, what's up? Hustle and Silence. Yes, we are live. Scott Motion in the house. Good to see you. Let me see. Zach's here. Why Rams fan 7 here. Travis, what's up? Fabian, Kevin, District Deals. Good to see you too. To me, Josie 81. Hi everyone. More people coming in. What's up? Hustle and Silence. So yeah, let's start off with the first topic right now. How are your eBay sales? How is everything going? I know people say it's like summer slowdown, things like that, but I think at least the last month or so has picked up, but we have noticed that random eBay glitches have been coming up. And for me, it's been the no views type of thing. So for example, the Jason Kidd shoes that I got last Saturday, I've gotten offers on them. I'm going to talk about that. And watchers, the thing is, when I go through it, it tells me that it doesn't even say 0. It just gives me a little line on the views. So I'm like, all right, what's going on here? I've had offers. I've had all that. I know people are looking at it. What happened here? I click on the actual listing and then nothing comes up as far as like how many views or anything like that. So I'm like, what's going on? And I tried refreshing it, going through it. And then all of them that I listed like that same day just had a little line and no views. And I'm like, all right, I don't know what's going on. So let me see. Zombrie says no B this week. So yeah, the B, that pudgy little man, he is on vacation with his family. So you might just follow him on IG and notice that he's out and about doing fun things. And yeah, I'm going to be holding the fort down for the whole show. Answer whatever questions you want. We're going to talk a lot about, of course, the stores and everything. But yeah, no B this week. And I don't know when he's going to come back. Maybe, maybe not until we do the next Out Hustled. Now, before then, we'll do a live show, maybe like in 2 weeks. But then he'll be back. So let me go back. Hustle Muscle Zach, what's up? Yeah, I have the no view glitch. So that's one of the glitches. At least one of them. Well, there's a couple of them that I know of, but that's the one that's currently affecting me. Scott Motion says right now tanked. Josie says same, no views, but watchers. I can see if there's any views either. Let me see. Same thing for me. Last 2 weeks, just watchers. That's from Mr. Sports LA. Mr. Afapino can take over. Is Mr. Afapino here? I don't even see him in the chat. Tommy, my views are showing up, but when I try to put up a promotion sale, this is active, but none of my listings are on the promotion sale. And then Eddie Diaz says discounts listing also not showing as discounted. So another glitch that I did notice too was that promoted listings, where Eddie was talking about, seems a little bit different, but some people were telling me that their promoted listings for some reason had like different rates or something, like, and same thing, kind of like, well, what you're talking about, they're also not showing up as discounted. We also know that some of the new items can't be thrown into the promoted listings part. So that we know is fine. But as far as the other things, I don't know, something weird with the promoted listings. Now, the main one we're talking about, at least where they're going to talk about right now, is what Zach's talking about, Hustle and Muscle. Photos missing on 14 of my listings. Now, shout out to Ronnie Hart. If you guys follow him on YouTube or subscribe to him, he was one of the first ones that I noticed. And then Helene Lister Sisters also let us know too that her photos disappeared. So same thing with Ronnie Hart, like photos randomly gone. So you'll go through all of your listings and then everything looks fine. But when you click on it, it comes up and then there's no photo there, but everything else is the same, like description, you know, how much your pricing, everything has, your feedback, all of that is there except for the photo. And not just one of them are gone, all of them are gone. And I think on Ronnie's case, it happened to like 50 something listings, which is a lot because not everybody, you know, is taking the photos and then saving them to a cloud, maybe to the computer. Some do, some don't. If that's the case, you're gonna have to go back and take the photos all over again, which is really a time waster, especially since you already had them on there. Now, some people said it's happened to their live listings. Some people said it's happened to only in like draft mode. And then some said it's only on their like unsold. So like they tried to relist, they did that and then no photo. So I don't know how that happens 3 different ways with the no photos and what's going to happen. Let me know in the comments or at least in the chat anything that happened to you and what's going on. So Jam356 says I had to call eBay for a compromised transaction. I mentioned it to them. According to them, everything is fine, which is random. Matt, sorry about the lag. Caroline, did you guys talk about the picture? There's something missing glitch. Yes, we're talking about that right now. Jam says still having the same issue. Scott Motion says seems like all the data is there, just not showing in the pages, which is weird. Mr. Sports LA says spoke to eBay for an hour and they just sent a report saying it'll be fixed in 48 hours. And now it's been 2 weeks. I know it happened about, at least when I first noticed it, maybe like last Friday, last Saturday. Maybe some people have experienced it beforehand, but man, it was like really weird after that, especially for some people not having photos. And that's going to take out sales completely. If someone's looking on buying shoes and there's no photos, it's like, man, how the heck are you going to fix this? Especially if you have to really go back, then take the photos, pretty much kind of relist it all over again. Ashwo, good to see you. Let me see what else. I've had photos disappear on me before I could complain. They came back. That's from Slap Rep 6. The strains on Saturday had no sales with promotion. On Sunday went back to normal, so that's good. Scott Motion, my picks are fine. Not showing views. That's from Hall. Adriana, yeah, it's been happening to me. No picks and view counts, and my sales are all-time low. So there we go. I mean, that's a huge deal, not having photos and then not seeing the views either and what's even going on with your account. eBay has wrecked my sales the last 4 days. That's from Chris. So yeah, weird stuff going on. Scott Motion says supposedly Wade found out you can switch them to 30-day, then switch, then back, and they will show up. So good till canceled. Some people also told me that if they had good till canceled, it was not working. So I don't know. Trying to go back and forth. Mark says sales are terrible. Same thing. Slap. Bartek not getting any views or photos. Man, so it seems like a lot. It seems like it's happening a lot to people, either the views thing, which is happening to me, or the photos part. But man, I'm really hoping they just get everything back to normal. If not, eBay Open is going to be out of control. All the questions are going to be like, dude, what happened to the photos? What happened to the views? Like more than actually trying to stay motivated on it. It's going to be more about that. Caroline says, yesterday, one of my shoes sold. I noticed that the pictures were missing except for the top thumbnail. Wanted to call the eBay, make sure my booty was covered. They told me it was my fault. I don't know about that. And that's random. That's the thing too, is though, it's kind of like eBay and Amazon. You have to keep calling until you get the right rep that's going to give you the right answers. And that's what I hate, because that could take hours to find the right one. Let me see. Sales super slow. Views on 0. That's hustle and silence. So I just hope it comes back. I don't know, and I wish I had some more answers. But hopefully they'll do something. You can try that. Switch it to 30 days, then good till canceled. Maybe go back and forth. I heard some people say that might have worked, but I don't know. At this point, it's worth just trying something, because you don't want to be in that situation where nothing is going on and then you're not getting sales and there's no photos. Yeah, that's going to be bad. So let's go to the next topic. Some people have asked me about IGTV, Instagram TV. Are you for it? Not for it. If I started doing some of these live shows through there, would you watch? Would you not watch? Personally, it's hard for me to be an IG guy. I guess I don't care that much for Instagram as much as I probably should. Um, Gary Vee's going to tell you you need to be in every single platform, blah, 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 blah. I know. Not everybody has all that time and outsourcing full teams to do all social media platforms. Personally, I like YouTube, seeing the chat, doing all that. But IGTV part, maybe I have to do something a little bit different that's kind of, I guess, in a different creative sense instead of just kind of something very similar to YouTube so that they're all kind of different. But I also think that people get kind of tired of like, man, do this and then go here and then go here and do that. If they're kind of used to YouTube, it's kind of like, all right, I'm set. I'm going to just watch here and not have to like go in between like Facebook Lives and IG things and then YouTube here and then I don't know. But let me know in the chat what you think. Matt says YouTube is better for you. Prefer YouTube. I like YouTube. Hire a clone. That's from District Deals. If I hired clones, some can do live shows. Some will do vlogs. Most of them will be out there sourcing and listing and stuff. But yeah, we'll try to get some clones up in here. Young is texting me. I don't know what he's talking about. And then let's see. I watch you anywhere, Glenn. That's from Zach. I appreciate that. All right. Forget the IGTV. We talked about the glitches. A last update before we get into the main part, which is breakdown of all the stores. But so last Saturday, the live show. And I talked about these Jason Kidd shoes that I picked up. So I picked these up at my local swap meet. They were $10, brand new, unworn, unused samples for Jason Kidd for the New York Knicks. Now, that same day, I got an offer for $500. Now, I listed them for $1,000 because I priced it high, and I was like, you know what? Let's just see what happens. I don't know if someone would even pay anywhere near that, but if an offer comes in, then I'll listen. Now, $500 offer came in. The guy was from so to be international sale. He only had 23 feedback, and he hadn't really bought anything, I think, in the last like 30 or 60 days. So in that case, I was like, I don't know. You know what? I'll counter. And if it happens, the guy's serious, then he'll follow through. But like what Rap 6 is saying, I've had a bunch of buyers not pay. And yeah, I've had at least the last like 5, at least major sales that have been over like $100, $150, $200 have not paid when it comes to the best offer. And they've had really good feedback too. And I'm like, man, what's going on here? They haven't paid, and I've opened more cases probably lately than I have been in the last like 4 to 6 months. Anyways, go back to that. Sent a counter offer and then nothing. Didn't hear anything. And then I got 2 offers, $250 for them, which is 1/4 of the asking price. And both of those seemed, you know, somewhat legit, but they're also selling like different random samples. So, I mean, if they make money, that's fine. Do whatever you want, but I'm still looking for a little bit more. Now, it was the same day type of thing where people offered right away. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to chill, wait, no rush on them. I just listed them. So I really didn't see a point to kind of just give in right away and do it. So that's update on those. People have asked about the Jason Kids. There we are there. Let me go back. I unfollowed Gary Vee after a while, too much. Yeah, he's kind of out of control. I haven't really watched any good, at least his videos in a really long time. I don't know. Maybe it's just too much content at some point that I was just like, man, I'm just going through this. It's the same thing. And what I also noticed too is that everybody seems like they want to be Gary Vee. Like they're posting like inspirational quotes 24/7. Some people even have like their little signature in the corner, just like Gary Vee, like, hey, this is me, man. This is what I'm doing. And I don't know, it just seems it's kind of like, I don't know, just do you. You don't have to like, I don't know, try to mimic every single post and everything else that he's doing. I just think it's kind of funny. Let me see. What up, Stevie D? Looking fresh. Thanks. Appreciate it. What's up with Ross writing on the Nike tags in pen? Has anyone noticed that? Pen and Didi's Discounts went wild on the permanent marker in black. They were just going out of control. It was super hard to try to get that off, and even some of them just look a little I don't know, not that great. The Shizubi username ends in 0. Totally sketch lately. That is true. I even had a buyback recently on one of those type of ending in zeros, and I was like, man, what's going on here? It's like I didn't even ship out the item yet, and they were already trying to get money back and get the item. It's like these guys are going wild. But I have noticed that. Kelly and Allen in the building. Good to see you. Let me see. eBay should follow suit with Mercari, require the buyer's payment info. That's the thing, though, is like eBay has a lot of catching up to do, that they could take little samples from Poshmark and Mercari and other little things to make eBay a way better platform than what it is now. And for some reason, they're just kind of stuck in their own ways and just kind of like, yeah, we'll just keep going along. We're doing right. We're doing well. You know, free returns for everybody. And you don't have to pay if you do a best offer. There's no immediate payment. And I don't know. There's a lot of different things that they could definitely work on, but no clue. Kevin says scammers everywhere, no doubt. Ashwell went to Didi's Discounts today. Anything good? Besides the hustle sparkly shirts or jewel shirts that say hustle or grind or something on it, or like a fake Bulls logo, or a shirt that says 23. There's a lot of those out there. Or RBX. eBay will fall victim to Toys R Us plague. They might. And we've talked about this before. If you don't adjust, you don't make changes, you're going to fall back to everything else. And it sucks. But I definitely don't want to see that happen to eBay. But man, they gotta, especially with the scammers part, the no payments, like Ron and Fabian were talking about. It's getting crazy right now with a lot of that. Clorox bleach. Say hi to me. Hi. Went to all the Ross Adidas Discount San Diego, picked up 12 pairs of Ultra Boost. That's a Matt. It's bringing the heat. Asheville says she did see sparkly hustle shirts. Lots of different shoes. Looked up a bunch. All right, let's get into the main thing. So earlier this month, me and Hustlebee, who is in the chat right now, we talked about different things. One, Kobe 11. Kobe 11 3Ds and Kobe 11 Easters. Now, the last update, I checked it today before I went live. And Kobe 3D, 465 results. And Kobe Easter, 361 results. So Kobe 11 Easter seems like they're going down a little bit. Kobe 3D looks like they're going up a little bit. And those are going to be there for a while. So some of the trends we noticed this month, those were definitely two of them that were still high on there and getting a lot more of them. And of course, the Alpha Menace explosion. The all black or black and white ones, we saw a lot of them this month at Ross. It seems like at Ross, I've only seen huge sizes at this point and various colorways. I haven't really seen the black ones that, I guess, that often anymore. But earlier this month, it was like, man, you were swimming in a sea of them. It was out of control. DD's Discounts, we'll talk a little bit about that. So as you guys saw yesterday, I did post the Ultra Boost haul. So I ended up finding like 3 pairs there. I went to some of the other ones. Didn't find any of those. I only found those 3. Some people went wild. 5 pairs, 10 pairs. Really good finds out there with the Ultra Boost. So congrats to you. You've been finding them. I don't know if we're going to see more of them, or maybe it was just for a certain limited time. But if you notice some of the other things we've been finding, limited time, it's gone. Sometimes they come back. Most of the times they don't. So it's kind of like, man, when you see them, you got to jump on it and get as many as possible. So same thing. I showed you guys the up tempos. Some people also have been finding those. I think they were $59.99. And some of those baseball cleats, those NYCs. I don't know. They were cheap, but I don't know if that was really a great buy. There was only one sold. It did sell for 4 times the amount since they were $20. But we're gonna see what happens. I don't know. Let me go back. So that was a kind of like a quick DD's discounts breakdown. Those are kind of the main ones that we've seen. Of course, same thing with the huge Kobe's. Those have been at both Ross and DD's discounts. That seems to be most of the things, at least for the last like week or two. Let me go back up. Let me see, man. Okay, finding lots of the NYC cleats at DD's. So that's not a good sign for me. I did list them, but we're gonna see what happens. Bandit Clans can't seem to find Boost. The good thing is we have Ross and DD's discounts, even some at Marshall's, which we'll talk about. Let me see. I don't think new users understand best offer. I counter with like $5 more, and they never take it. Yeah, some users are still a little weird when it comes to that. And let me see. All shoes go around. That's from Brian. What will you do if Supreme Court passes the law on taxing online sales? Well, it looks like they're going through it. People are still kind of fighting. eBay has you sign things, and they're trying to fight it through. Of course, again, if that's the case, all we can do is adjust and figure out once that happens how we're still going to be profitable and what we're selling. I don't know. At this point, it's kind of early. Anything with the word taxes, I do not like. And especially when it comes to online sales, I don't like it, but nothing I can do about it but to make adjustments when it happens. So I don't know, but let's see down the road, and then we'll go from there. I'm pretty sure we'll do some live talk about it or something. Have you been seeing LeBron 15s a lot at Ross? Not a lot. Those were the only ones that I found. I also found the Ashes. They were a size like 17 or 18. They were pretty huge. And at the same price, they were like $72. Chris, I finally saw Out Hustle. You guys went to Gabe's in Frederick. That's the worst one. No wonder you guys panned it and never any luck at that one. So that's good to know. I got a lot of hate feedback on like, man, you guys were dissing Gabe's out of control. And I was like, we'd never been to one. That was the first one we got into. And that one was not good at all. But I have noticed, I mean, District Deals, other people finding, shout out to Moose, other people finding awesome stuff at Gabe's. So, I mean, we're going to try again. I don't know when I'm going to be back in that area, but I'm definitely going to try Gabe's again and see what's going on. Let me see. Got Oreo Boost, 9.5 and 11. That's from Will. There we go. Congrats. Another glitch. If you contact buyer. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to my. Oh, here we go. Contact buyer. 2-part. Basically says you're sending a message to yourself. That's kind of weird. Chris Weber, Retro at Ross. Have you found one? I think just the closest one, those up tempos at DD's. On Vapor Untouchable 3 Elite samples, $48. Nike Outlet samples. It's from Froggy. Good deals there. Let me see. Back to school starting up. Time to make sure inventories and listings are up to par. I wish we can get our listings up to par, but as long as eBay has everything set, we just don't want our photos, disappearing. Let me see. No DD's discounts close to me. I found Hirachis and Alpha Menace cleats today at Burlington. Let me see. The NYC cleats, 3 watchers. Let me see. We already pay sales tax. I know it's out of control. Remember first eBay sale feeling good. That's from Monkey Anything. Congrats there. Keep up with the sales. Keep building up, your account and your feedback. Get that going. So there we go there. All right, let's go to Marshall's. This is the next one. Sorry, I know what's going on with my eye. Marshall's. Man, at least in my area, it has been like beyond bone dry. I'm trying to see my notes and some of the things that I've seen. And just a lot of random Team Jordans and Trainer Jordans and the all-white Prestos. Now I've seen them in women's instead of men's. Man. Some people have been sending me messages and emails telling me that cleats are, in fact, back for them. Your curl vapors, different things. But I have not seen anything near picking up at Marshall's. It's been beyond dry for me. So if you feel the same way, we can both be hurt at the same time. But man, I'm still trying though. I'm gonna give it to them. I'm still gonna try and go out there. But man, it has been beyond bone dry. And then going to at least clothing section, um, man, same thing. I haven't really seen any good clothing. I've been seeing a lot of like NBA brand at Marshalls. I'm like, this is stuff that Ross carries. So I don't know how Marshall started picking up NBA brand and why, but I've seen a lot of that. I'm like, ugh. And other than that, I just haven't seen much. I wish I can give some good Marshalls feedback, but nothing. Will says Marshalls has good toys. At one point, Marshalls had pretty good like Lego stuff going on. I was like, all right, cool. Some of that's good for FBA. I've been seeing a little bit more of like WWE type of figures. Some sell decent, some not that great. So it's just kind of like off and on. Scott Motion still never find anything at Marshalls worth selling. Let me see. Slap, appreciate you. I'm missing Jeopardy for your live stream. That's hilarious. Hey, Slap, well, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. I haven't found any cleats in months. That's from Stevie D. For real. It's been really dry for a long time. Marshalls, even at how out hustled with us filming, I think the latest stuff had been like those Air Max Plus, the Prestos. Even then, you're not going to make, humongous amount of money. There's profit to be made, but it's not like, crazy massive fines. So that's been up and down. Let me see. Shot Down in Flame says, Glenn Marshall's waste of time here. Ross, up and down. All right, let's go to Burlington. So I'm throwing this out there. I actually sent this photo, and I'll probably put it on IG, but I don't know how long ago this was where everybody was sending me photos of this shoe. Of course, Kobe 11. I didn't even find one pair of this. Never. Randomly. This week, Kobe 11, the 824 in the purple colorway, $59.99. It's not flooded. I think maybe at this point, everything has gone down. And when it came to this shoe, I remember a lot of people picked them up. And yeah, only one pair. So either it was a return that someone couldn't move, or they randomly just put them out there and there was no other ones, or I was late and I only got one and people picked up the others. But the good part, it is my size 11. The bad part is Hustlebee actually sent me a pair of this because I couldn't find them. And he was like, yeah, I'll hook you up. Here you go. Send me a pair. He's like, just buy me, dinner one time. And I was like, all right, cool. I don't know if I still owe him dinner or not. And hopefully it's not something too pricey. Just kidding. But there you go. But yeah, pick these up, $60, and I am selling them. And then I'm keeping, of course, the other pair. But let me know if you end up picking up any other ones, those Kobe 11s, the purple, or you've seen any other ones. So we know about the Easters. We know about the Kobe 3D. We've seen those. But that one was kind of a random Kobe 11. I've seen more of those. Let me see. Veloces, I think is what they are. Or those red indoor. I didn't pick those up. We talked about them on one of the live shows, but I didn't pick any of those up. I've seen a lot more lacrosse cleats starting to come out. They look awesome. Like, I'm not going to lie. Really good colorways, high quality lacrosse cleats. But they just don't move, and I've seen them for dirt cheap. Some people trying to sell them for like $28 on eBay, and I was like, man, they're really pushing it here. But they look really, really good in person, in hand. But man, they're just not moving. District Deals, I think, found pretty good amount of Nike Shocks out there. That's also pretty cool. Some reason the new Shocks have been showing up in some people's areas. I haven't seen those. And then those EQTs, I don't know if you guys had seen them before, but the Adidas EQT with the Gore-Tex, they're all white. A lot of those have been showing up as well. And I picked up quite a bit of those. Right now, eBay is pretty flooded with them. But I have sold, I think, two or three pairs, but I ended up picking up maybe like 8 or 9. So I still have quite a bit of them to go. They're super nice too. I was thinking about it too, but I know if I know me, I'm gonna get these shoes dirty insanely quick. Like they're just, and then at that point, I'm just gonna get like, ah man, like what happened here? I know I'm just gonna dirty them, so I'm not gonna keep those. Then go back up, see what the chat, what's going on. Why you know why cleats are so overpriced now? I haven't even seen a lot of the cleats. So I wish I could even see some cleats, even see if they're overpriced. But yeah, they're just, I haven't even seen them at all. Found some authentic champion this week at the Flea. Nice. Wrap 6. Let me know what you found. Lately, you've been having good beauty items at Marshall's. That's from Adriana. Some of the beauty items I have noticed, at least going in there, if you want to check FBA, those type of things, you have to go in for a lot of the high-end brands. Some are overpriced and they're still kind of high priced. Not really a lot to be made there. Some you can. You really have to do the research just like you would anything else and kind of learn that niche and go through it. But totally get where you're coming from. Let me see. Honestly, feel like they are pricing off eBay. That's from Slap. What's your opinion? It just depends. Like if you noticed the LeBron 15s that have been out, you've been finding at Ross. What the price is like $72. Those are like $200, $220 when they came out. So it's like the higher retail price, at least that I've noticed, the higher price you're going to see a lot of those shoes. The cleats, for some reason, they're kind of all around at like 20. They haven't really been going up as far as like that price. I've noticed that like if Ross is missing the tag, like one of their associates will just place a random tag on it that they feel that's what the price was. And it's like totally off. And they go for like $39.49 when originally it's like 20 and you've seen them for 20. But then again, I've seen Ross, like even with all the out hustles that we've been to, there's been random Rosses that we've gone to one Ross and then we go to another one and the price is totally different. Like it's the same city, but the price doesn't make sense. Or I've seen it in my city cheaper, go to another one, and then it's totally different. No clue. I mean, Ross is just like all over the place. Like, let me go back up. Got 4 pairs of EQTs, just holding them for now. Pretty much all we can do. Shout out to my 16-year-old. Got our first shoe flip this weekend. 175% ROI. Teach them early. That's what I like to hear. Hustle in silence. And I've got quite a bit of people that have their kids are getting into it. If you know Jeff Soupies on Instagram, so what he likes to do, if he has to, if he has all 3 kids with him, he sends them out, on like a little hunt, scavenger hunt. Hey, try to look for this shoe, and then kids get all riled up. Oh man, okay, cool, and they kind of look, for the shoe. I also see people that are teaching their kids, not just in the shoe game, but just like thrifting in general, swap meets. Hey, learning how to resell, make money, and manage money. I think that's extremely important, especially when you're younger. Like managing money, like. There was shoes that I like when I liked when I was small. My mom was like, "There's no way we're buying you those. Like they're way too much." But in my head, like I didn't really understand like money and how that works. But if you're younger and you're learning, especially now, and how to like make money, manage money, and especially like replenish money, like you buy something for yourself, you're also selling things to make that money back. Especially if you're doing that when you're younger, I think that's awesome because then you can build upon that and you learn how to do that even when you're older. You're not just struggling, all the time for different things. Or don't be one of those buddies that's asking for money all the time. Like in high school, you always had those buddies that like they never had money for lunch, they never had money for gas, and then they always just want to, milk you as much as they could. Hey, can I get a ride? Hey, can I do that? Yeah, you don't want to be one of those buddies. And go back up because a lot of let's see, Marshall's had Versace belts this week. I've heard people finding more about that, so it's kind of interesting. I wonder if they're selling really, really good or not. Let me see. Will got 2 pairs of the Kobe's that look like the old school Nike glove Gary Payton's. That's pretty cool. Let me know. Let me see. I've been getting so undercut selling my shoes on eBay lately. It's cutthroat. Not only have I haven't really, I mean, undercutting is part of it, but I've been getting a lot more offers that have been like 1/10 the asking price. If I'm asking for 100, I'm getting offers at like $10, and I'm like, are you serious right now, bro? Like, and I'm getting a lot more of those than usual. Summer, people are just trying whatever at this point. Let me see. Project Rock Bads are back at Ross, so random. We're gonna talk about that. That is kind of weird that they kind of made a comeback. I thought they were done, but apparently they're back for more. They're out for a killing vengeance. How long does it take for you to sell cleats on eBay once you posted them? Totally depends on the model, the price, the colorway, the size. All four of those variables are going to matter. I've had cleats sit forever. I've had cleats sell quick. You never know. Depends on that. Let me see. Sell some Mercurial Vapor, AG Pro at Ross, 49. Flip them the day for 110. So there we go. There's one example of flipping them fast. Hard to do thrifting like I used to. Pricing eBay and Amazon prices. No meat left in the bone. Garage sales on the weekends do well. There we go. Totally depends on your area too. I mean, some people have really good areas for the garage sales. Ross and Marshall's, totally different things. And everybody, that's what I kind of like about it too, is like everyone's area is so different, especially going through all the out hustles and seeing what they have to play with. My area, I could hit more stores, but I'm kind of limited to just those stores. And then going to some other, going to like LA, California area, it's like, man, traffic's out of control. And I got to figure that out. DC area, traffic was still kind of out of control, but they had a lot more stores you can actually reach and get to. Now, if you're in Florida, in that Orlando area, like where Carlos was, they have like 3 or 4 outlets that are streets away from each other. Streets. I'm like, I've never seen this before. I mean, that's the case. Man, you could just go there maybe even every other day, every day if you wanted to. Just keep on going. I mean, the same ones in the street. I was like, man, what's going on here? But of course, it's more of like a tourist town. People come in, they want to go to the outlets. So that's like a gold mine there. But in the same time, there's a lot more competition because it is so easy to source there. All right. Where am I? I started talking about so much random stuff. 6-year-old calls my sourcing hustler hacking. That's awesome. Let me see. Found USA basketball duffel bags, only 2 listings on eBay, both over $250. Congrats on that, Ryan. That's a good find. So many lowball offers lately. I had to set on my auto reject price. Yeah, you can do that too. You get tired of seeing those. You're like, man, screw this. It's just all the auto declines out of here. Let me see. Like a $500 shoe, ask me $175 offer. Yeah, I get a lot of those. $330 offers for $150 asking price. Yeah, we're getting a lot more of those. Summertime sadness, and they're just going for all these lowball offers. Cleats are sitting for me. Sneakers, basketball shoes, the only shoes I have sold. I've gotten offers with people not realizing shipping doesn't change. I've seen new eBay commercials, wondering if that's attracting noobs. Who knows? Might be. Let me see. Closest outlet 25 miles away. Man, yeah, that one's tough. Chris, been killing it at Goodwill on Sundays. Special 99-cent tag sale. There we go. Death pile is huge. There we go. Got to catch up on the death piles, though. We can't have those coming up. I'm a Floridan. It's happened in Orlando, downtown Miami. And summertime is girl time on eBay. That's from Caroline. All right. Let me see. All right. Sorry, the wife is texting. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Next one. Let's go to Nike Outlet. So Nike Outlet. This week, I don't know if it happened for you, but it happened for me. They had 20% off any purchase and or all purchases in the store, not just back wall, middle aisles, clothing, whatever you want, 20% off everything, which we hadn't seen this in a while. I think, man, maybe the last time we saw this, several months. I mean, we've gone off and on with like the 20% discount on the back wall, but nothing really like off everything in the store. So that was really, really good. I did get more Jordans than anything. Some I was gonna do more of the cleats, but I don't know. Cleats have been kind of off and on lately when it comes to the soccer cleats. I've had a couple of them selling, and I've had other people tell me that they've been on fire right now with soccer cleats because of the World Cup. In my case, it hasn't really happened yet. I think I have more of them sitting than anything. So I was like, oh man, should I pick up more of these? Instead, I was like, no, I'll probably wait and pass and see if my outlet gets some better deals. But for some reason, 20% off. And I think that started on Friday through Sunday. Now, my prediction this week, I'm predicting that this weekend they probably won't have a sale because they just did the 20% off everything in my area. Let me know if they had that there too. If that's what I'm kind of thinking. Now we have 4th of July coming up. And it's kind of a weird 4th of July, right? Because it lands on a Wednesday. So people that are working out there in the corporate world, they're like, what days should I get off? Monday and Tuesday? Or Thursday and Friday? Or should I take the whole week off? Should I take the whole month off? Should I just quit? So a lot of people are thinking a lot of these things. And more than likely what I think is going to happen is that they'll probably do 4th of July sale on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe they'll do the 30% off. I'm hoping they'll do the 30% off during that time for the July sale, and they'll probably do that not this weekend, but the following one. So Wednesday, 4th of July, and then they'll probably do maybe even starting that Thursday, because sometimes outlets start on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and do the full sale that way. So look out for that and try to be early. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, but who knows? I'm still going to check this weekend and see if that's right or not. But if I still find stuff, then we'll see. Gabriel, do you live in El Paso? Yes, I do. Derek says I had 20% off all shoes last weekend. Kelly says, Glenn. I say, Kelly. Let's see. Gamer says I just started FBA in May and still haven't been paid yet. Should I be worried? I would just double check the payouts. Usually it's every 2 weeks. If you haven't been paid, then call Amazon and make sure you have everything set as far as like receiving payment. So I would call them, especially if you haven't been paid yet. But usually it's like every 2 weeks or so. But some people run it differently. Depends on their account. Let me see. About a Nike Brazil Neymar shirt to sell. It's been sitting like a duck. That's from Will. Got 210 pairs. That's from Derek. Man, 210 pairs. Let me see. Let me go back up. My Nike outlet had one Jordan there. I was shocked. I think it was just they're too late or right after an amazing sale. It's from Slap. Yeah, try again this weekend. See what happens. But more than likely, 4th of July weekend will be the one. Enoch says, fins up. Yes, sir. Fins up. All right, let's go to Ross. Let's talk about Ross, the ins and outs. Have you been following District Deals? That guy's been killing it. Have you been following Cali Fines? Shout out to Cali Fines. I don't think he's here. Been killing it. Mr. Halfapino also been finding some pretty good things. Man, Ross, at least, I can say at least the last 2 weeks, pure fire, pure flames at Ross. Now, this last week, it's been a little dry. I think I've seen more Levi's shoes than I've ever seen. I don't know what's the deal with the Levi's. Like a lot of these, like low top casual Levi's that have just been kind of like, man, what's going on here? I was thinking Air Max because I saw Jim's comment, but yeah, a lot of Levi's and RBX, but that's okay. We got to mix in some of the good with the bad. We get it. But Ultra Boost, of course. There's been Oreo colorways. There's been white. There's been different ones out there. Let me know if you found any of those out there. Cali Finds has recently found quite a bit of the Griffies. I think the blue Griffies with kind of like the neon air bubbles in there. Lots of huge cleats. Like I think what's going to happen is that Ross is going to be left with so many of these size 15, 16, 17, 18 size cleats like they normally do. But now it's like they've gotten way more than usual. Now I've seen like just racks full of these 15, 16, 17, 18 size cleats. I'm like, man, what's been going on here? A lot of those, some of the Barclays have been showing up as well. I actually passed on some of the Barclays just because it took me a little bit longer than usual to move them. Maybe they'll move a little bit more, but I've seen more of them just kind of sitting there. Um, I showed you guys the Alpha Menace, Jordan, Michigan, I believe on the last Saturday live video. That's the only one I've seen, but more people have been finding them. Yeah, someone said Raining Air Max. I think that was Jim. Jim, Raining Air Max 1s, Air Max 90s, Air Max 95s, Air Max 2016. All of these have been showing up at random Rosses. I'm like, man, a lot of Air Max, like you said, and Air Max 97 women's. I've been on the hunt. I've been out there looking out of control for these. Man, have not found them. So let me know if you found them. I have not seen them. I believe they're the gold ones, but throwing that out there. Let me see. Hustle and Silence, what's going on with Atlanta? Someone said they found pretty good cleats in Atlanta when they I forgot who told me, but they sent me an email. District Deals, Ross has smoke coming from the roof. So there you go. Ross been on fire. And District Deals, yeah, well, we know District Deals have been finding everything. Bandit Clan 24, Ross bombarded with Puma Suede. This is also true. Also, Ross bombarded with Rihanna Fenty in the men's section, various colorways. I've seen like the beige one and the olive one and black one. I've seen a lot of those out there. I found Jordan 31 Black Cat in women's section at Ross today. Almost didn't go to women's section because I was being lazy. That's like, you always got to check women's section. You never know. And check kids section. You never know. You might find up tempos, different things like that in the kids section. Also, people are trying to hide things. If that's the case, you might want to just double check. Levi's RBX and the Guess shoes have been throwing me off. Some look good from far away. I know. Some do look good from far away, and then you get up close and you're like, ugh. You're just kind of like, you got to brush them off. Can't have them lingering in some of the stuff on your fingers. You got to make sure you have, that power and that energy with you. Like, man, I got to get those Air Max, got to get the good deals, the Ultra Boost. Let me see. Got the Levi's 501 shirt. Where are we? Oh man, I'm way behind. Sorry guys, I'm like super way behind on here. Wore for 3 days, so comfy. That's from Kevin. That's hilarious. Wait for the cleats to go down to $3.99, then scoop. They'll go down. Trust me, we know they'll go down. My Ross has big cleats marked down to $4.95. There we go. 1/6 of the racks at my Ross have been huge cleats. They've been taking over. Saw a few Barclays at the Ross that I hit. There we go. Let me see. Thumbs up, everyone. Show some love. Yeah, there we go. A little thumbs up action, if you can. Thumbs up. Ross Raining Hirachis. I've seen different colorways as well. Kind of like the maroon. I think some of the beige tan ones in there too. Christopher, do you source daily? I do. See. I seen a guy looking hard at shoes. I figured he was a reseller too. Nope. He was looking for Levi's low tops. That's funny. That's from Adriana. Doing well at the Nike Air Force One Ultra, flying it from Ross. Man, selling 179 on Posh. That's from Faith. There we go. Yeah, different Air Force Ones have been showing up. Let me see. Band AJ31, $34.99, size 10 is from Chris. Nacho Average finds layaways. Yeah, he talks about different things on hiding. Hand sanitizer. You always got to take the hand sanitizer. You know why? Because in Ross, there's always people that are taking their dirty kids and they're touching everything and they're coughing on everything. And if that's the case, that's how people get sick around here. You don't want to get sick, and people are out of control with a lot of those kids. Yes, hand sanitizer. That's a good one. What are these Troops brand shoes? They look like fake Nikes. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those Troops also. I think it's like an old school further brand, but there's a lot of the Troops coming out. So yeah, shout out to the Troops. I get the lowest I found huge cleats was $1.49 for size 14 Mike Trouts in 2013. Guys be hiding shoes in the large women's size sections. That's funny. Yeah, I do, Caroline. That's funny. Um, for Breeze, all the Ross finds that I got. That's from Will. Yeah, gotta stay safe out there. There's a lot of them. So that's pretty much been the Ross breakdown. I can tell you right now that um, Ross finds of the week is getting a lot better. I can tell you I've been finding some really good stuff. Even there's a couple of pairs too that I've only seen a couple of people find on IG, not a lot of them. Those are the ones. I don't think I've really posted anything about them yet. But Ross finds of the week you will see very, very soon. Some pretty good stuff. But I don't know. I'm really hoping that Ross rest of the summer keeps that going. And the prices haven't been bad either, other than the LeBron 15s, which were kind of part of it. I mean, we get it, 70 something bucks. But other than that, everything else has been priced pretty good. 39, 49, even some of the 59. We get it, at least for some of the Ultra Boost. I'll pay that for those shoes. And a lot of people have been finding different and various sizes. I also saw Ultra Boost in like a size, it was like a weird size, like 5.5 in men's or something. I was double checking to see what's going on, but it just wasn't there as far as the completed listings go and everything. So I was like, and some of them were kind of dirty. Those all white ones are tough to keep clean. So make sure you're, at least when you get home, don't spill stuff on it. Keep them clean because those are very, very tough. I saw a dude, but every pair of the Vicks, I'm wondering what I missed. Yeah, a lot of the Michael Vicks, I've seen all sorts of the colorways. I think they're pretty cool. Wouldn't be bad for the collection, but I'm not paying $65 for them. I'm not paying that much for them. But especially when I remember them when they first came out, they were awesome. And I like the style. Kind of has that Vic little like strap thing too on the front. I think the black ones are way better colorway, but 65 is just way too high for them as far as some of the completeds are looking at. But maybe they'll go up, maybe they won't. Don't really know. Finding weird Japan only New Balance sneaker boots $16.99 at Ross. That's weird. Always pick them up. Research is hard on them. Thanks Google Translate. That's funny from Chris. That's pretty cool. I mean, people have random stuff in their in their section and their finds, their collection. So I like that. Let me see. Anything else? Let me know before I go. I think we've pretty much talked about all the stores lately. TJ Maxx I haven't really gone into, especially since they haven't really that much men's finds anymore. I think just kind of brought it out for Christmas. And then after that, it was like, I don't know, they just kind of went back to their old ways. So I was like, all right, fine. So TJ Maxx haven't really gone to, but yeah, do these discounts. Some reason bring the heat. They're still, in my eyes, the poor man's Ross, and they always will be. But for some reason, they're bringing out the heat. That happens. Cool. Have you seen the Uruguay national jacket, $24.99? I did see it. Wasn't really selling that great, though. I did leave it behind. So I don't know. Let me see. No shoes, no point. That's from Kevin. TJ Maxx, lots of Air Max Premium and Hirachi. So there you go. It's from Derek. So maybe I can just drop in and see what's going on. But it's been a while since I've gone in TJ Maxx and see what's going on there. Anything else before we go? I think, yeah, Ross finds of the week as normal. I am going to be in and out of town. So I will try to do another miniature out hustled before the main out hustled, which would be the Vegas one. So in between, I'm going to try to get one and get that for YouTube. You guys can see that. And anything else that I'm trying to throw in there? A little bit merch by Amazon. I am going to do an update video on merch by Amazon. And most of the time I've just been doing kind of like the, podcasting with Young. So I haven't really done anything else, like focusing on what I've done, how much I've made, the changes that I'm doing. So I'm going to do a video like that should be coming out soon as well. Off topic, ever do a live chat for merch? We haven't done it, but maybe me and Yang can do a live one. Caroline Vicks are $23 at Marshall's. Well, that's good to know, but I haven't even seen them at all at my Marshall's. 23 is really cheap. That's a good price. Haven't seen them at all at my Marshall's. What do you do if someone requests a refund, even if you don't offer them? eBay accepts it for some reason, but they don't send the item back. If you don't offer refunds, they can still get a refund. I've gotten different items too that I bought, and I was like, man, this seller was just super lazy, just things that have been off. And I noticed that it didn't have, they didn't accept returns. It doesn't matter. eBay's policy, if you don't like what you got because it wasn't what you saw or what item as described, things like that, you're still going to get your money back. Maybe they don't have to do the refund, but you're still going to be able to fight the case. That's why I always offer the returns anyway, because I know as a seller, eBay is still going to let them do it. So why am I going to offer no returns anyway? They're still going to be able to do it if they don't like the item. It is what it is. What's up, Root? Man, good to see you. Caroline, should I source for 4th of July? You should. I don't know about on 4th of July, but that Thursday, Friday, I think they're going to be good. I think you should source. How to prepare for 4th of July sales, if there is any. It's a up and down thing. Like, people are out with their families, especially for that one Wednesday, like cookouts, swimming, summer fun, all of that. So I've seen it to where sales are up, and I've also seen it to where sales are the lowest they've been because of that. So it's you never know. They may pick up for the weekend after that, though, because people are off and then they're kind of looking on eBay looking to buy items. So maybe not necessarily like the Tuesday, Wednesday, but maybe later on in the week, Friday, Saturday, maybe sales would pick up during then. Yeah, but they never send back the item, though. No, they should send back the item. And you can work that out with eBay as far as like sending them back the label to ship it back. If it's a cheap item, some people just let them, let them keep the item, but that's not the case. Soupy's in the house. Jeff is here. Let me see. Did anyone know when Amazon Prime Day is, or did it already happen? No, I think it's coming up. I can look it up real quick. Prime Day 2018 is, hey, when is it? No, it's not, it hasn't happened yet, but it should happen. July 17th, I think, is when it is. Yeah, I think. Wait, around there. Let me see. When you come to Nashville, I don't know. I know we're doing Atlanta. Obviously, we're doing Vegas. It's next month, and then I think we're doing Atlanta after that. We'll keep everybody posted. I'm just starting the shoe game. Should I look out for anything? I should look out for eBay shutting down people with selling Marshalls. If you're a new seller, the way to do that is to start off with items that you already have in your house. Start off with cheap items, start off with thrifted, used items, build up your account, build up your feedback, build up the trust with the buyers, then move into higher end sneakers and all that. Take your time. There's no rush. There's plenty of time to do it. I'd rather you build up your account and not get kicked off because you're starting off with high-end items than for you to just take your time and build it up. So just do that. Once you have a solid feedback, and then you feel a little bit better about the sourcing part, slowly ease in some of the Ross Marshalls finds, but don't go all in at zero feedback with Kobe's and these LeBrons and all of that. That's what get people kicked off because eBay sees them as like brand new sellers that might be trying to rip people off. So it's kind of weird. Let me see. Let me go back up, man. Let me see. How much do you usually spend a week on merch? I'm trying to do a little bit more. I try to spend at least like 30 minutes, an hour a day. Right now, I'm going through old listings because of those certain words you couldn't include. And I thought I was safe. And then I went through it and I was like, man, some of these old ones had some words I had to take out. So it's, yeah. Let me see. Sourcing and a good sales. Capital for other days. Like I said, Thursday, Friday, I think are going to be the better ones. Ecom Moose, what's up? And going up to LA on the 4th. I love to source. There we go. Yeah, Caroline, you should go sourcing. Try Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But more than likely, Saturday, Sunday can be bombarded with families. And then you got to move around through those. So, all right, there we go. Appreciate it, guys, for being here. This hour went by kind of quick. And hustle, what hustle and plans? What words you have to take out? Where's the list? This is for merch by Amazon. Just stuff about the shirts. They posted it on their main dashboard. Just stuff about the feel and fit of the shirts. Other than that, you're fine as long as you're not describing anything like that. So, yep, Jeff, it's over. It's done with. We had a whole hour done. But thanks for being here, Caroline District Deals, everybody. Hustle in Silence, Will, Scott Motion as usual, Mr. Eric, Derek, Roland was here too. Man, a lot of good people that came in to the chat. Appreciate it. Root, Enoch, Bandit Clans. Man, shout out to everybody else that's been here for a good while and watched the whole show because I appreciate it. Adriana was here. Faith was here. Jim, Victor, everybody. Shout out. Appreciate it. We went a whole hour-long show, talk about everything. And yeah, I think we're done here. We'll see you guys on Green Granite Resale. Good to see you too. And Lucy, good to see you. Shout out to everybody. Mr. Sports LA, Matt, thanks. And yeah, Ross Finds of the Week on Friday. We'll try to go live on Saturday. Hopefully have a really good deals. I don't know yet. Depends what I find. And Denzel, yes. And Victor, yes. Smash that like button. Ecom Moose. We'll see you guys later. Go out and get it.